Imagine for a moment that everything around you isn't just a chaotic series of random events. What if I told you that reality itself, the very fabric of your daily existence, is constantly trying to communicate with you? Yet paradoxically, you've been conditioned for years to ignore these messages, brushing them off like pesky distractions. Every day, every hour, every minute, the universe leaves subtle clues for you. These aren't loud proclamations but whispers, a language of synchronicity that can only be heard when you truly listen. Think back to those moments, the strange song that played on the radio just as you were reminiscing about an old friend. Those recurring numbers, 1111 on the clock, 222 on a passing license plate, 333 on a random receipt. The uncanny encounter where a stranger uttered the exact answer to a question you'd been silently carrying. You dismissed them, of course. Just a coincidence, you told yourself. But deep down, in that space where intuition lives, you sensed something more. And you know what? Your intuition wasn't lying to you. Synchronicities, these seemingly miraculous alignments, are not random. They're beacons, placed along your path by the universe itself. They're the language through which reality speaks to you. Ancient civilizations, from Egyptian priests to Eastern sages, understood this language intimately. They built entire philosophies around these phenomena. Modern mystics and seers continue this tradition. Yet our society, obsessed with rationality, has reduced it all to luck, chance, or imagination, which raises a critical question. What if this isn't mere ignorance? What if it's a deliberate strategy to disconnect you from the true nature of reality? How we were trained to ignore the obvious. From your first breath, you were immersed in a system that worshipped logic, predictability, and rigid explanations. Anything that didn't fit this narrow framework was labeled unscientific or insignificant. Remember your childhood? Back then, you still felt that connection. You noticed how events sometimes aligned too perfectly. You could sense a phone call before it happened or anticipate an unexpected visitor. You just knew when someone was thinking of you, even if they were miles away. But every time you shared these experiences, adults would pat your head and say, "It's just your imagination, sweetheart." Gradually, year after year, that connection was systematically eroded. Education played a key role. Schools didn't teach you to listen to your inner voice or recognize signs. Instead, they forced you to memorize endless facts, follow rigid rules, obey authority without question. Creativity, imagination, and abstract thinking were sidelined in favor of hard data and proven knowledge. If something couldn't be measured or quantified, it was treated as non-existent. Even science, the real science that explores the unknown, was replaced by a dogmatic, materialistic worldview that declared the universe a random, meaningless machine. The mechanics of synchronicity. When you study these coincidences deeply, a fascinating pattern emerges. Synchronicities aren't quirks of fate. They're evidence of a profound interconnectedness. Your consciousness shapes reality. Modern quantum experiments, like the famous double-slit test, prove that observation influences physical reality. Your thoughts and emotions emit energetic frequencies that attract matching events. Your subconscious is a radar. While your conscious mind is busy with daily tasks, your subconscious processes vast amounts of data. Noticing synchronicities tunes this internal radar to a specific frequency. The universe responds. Synchronicities are feedback from the cosmos. For example, repeating number sequences 111, 222 are coded messages. Chance encounters are often doors you're meant to walk through. Practical steps. Working with synchronicities. Knowledge is power. But how do you apply this? Ask clearly, address the universe with specific questions. Show me a clear sign I'm on the right path. Raise your vibration. Meditation, gratitude journaling, and mindfulness sharpen your reception. Higher energy equals clearer, more frequent guidance. Take action. The most crucial step. See a sign, move forward. The universe rewards courage. The more you trust and act, the more support you receive. The moment of choice. Right now, you're at a crossroads. Most people will. Notice a sign and forget it. Receive guidance, but hesitate. Wait forever for perfect conditions. But there's another path, one of trust and deliberate action. When you align with these signals, life begins to flow effortlessly. Not because you're lucky, but because you've finally learned to listen and understand its language. Remember, the more attention you give these signs, the louder and clearer the universe's voice becomes, guiding you toward your highest good. P.S. If this resonates, comment, I understand.